Hello and welcome everyone. Tonight's matchup against the Belmont Bruins and your Murray State Racers here at Murray State University in beautiful Racer Arena. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm excited. We got a great match tonight. We got the Belmont Bruins coming in with a record of 11-9. They're 6-2 in the Ohio Valley Conference and third in the conference, where the Racers are 13-7. They're 5-3 in the conference, and they're tied with Eastern Kentucky at fourth in the Ohio Valley Conference. Let's do a quick wrap up before the match starts. Last weekend, Murray State split its two road matches last weekend, losing in 4 sets at Jacksonville State, but they came back and swept Tennessee Tech. Scouting for Belmont, all OVC performer Ariana Person, who has 261 kills, is hitting at 222 and is third on the team with 188 digs. Leading the Bruins is Bree Lewis. She's second on the team with 163 kills, while Jessica Vestal and Alexa Nichols are third and fourth respectively with both 155 and 151 kills. Akia Warrior leads Belmont with 328 assists. That's a little over 8 per match on the year and has led the Bruins with a .186 team hitting percentage. The Bruins are second in the league behind Murray State University with 121 service aces. Let's get to the action. Becca Fernandez serving it up for the Racers. And number 10, Ariana Person will just tip it back over for a point for Belmont. Serving for Belmont will be Emma Price. Emma Price sets and serves. All right, over to Kaufman. Kaufman back to Justino. Belmont fighting again. A beautiful dig by Fernandez. Let's see if Justino can get to it in time, and she will. And can't get that one in time over for Kaufman in that back corner. Racers have struggled in that back corner almost all season. Emma Price serving. Price over Justino. Justino sends it back over, just do a swap over. Anderton hit it up over to Justino. Justino sends it, crowding the net right there, over back to Radel. To Justino. Justino with the spike, and that'll be a point for the Racers, 2-1. All right, coming out for the Racers is Alex Kaufman. Ooh, and a nice block attempt, but that'll just be hit out of bounds, so point Belmont 3-1. All righty, number 10, Ariana Person now serving it up for the Racers. Send it over. Kaufman, my apologies, Holthouse. And a point for Belmont, hitting it out of bounds. Belmont up 4-1. Person still serving it up for the Bruins. Person delivers. Over to Holthouse. Holthouse over to Anderton. And Justina will just send it directly into the net. So point again, Belmont. Belmont is going on a 3-0 lead. 3-0 scoring run here. Person serving it up again. Over to Holthouse. And number 5, Callie Anderton just sending it. With a beauty assist by Megan Lindsay. Radel serving it up. Belmont coming off strong. Radel again. To Justino, just do a little tip over. Lindsay was sending it, no, thank you. Justino sends a monster spike, but Person will just get a dig on it. Fernandez throwing her hand up. Holthouse to Justino. Justino getting it over. Nice little volley we got here in that back corner again. So score 6-2 here in this first set. Sends it back over, and that'll be out of bounds, so point Racers. Belmont went on a 4-0 scoring run before that error. All right, number 10, Rachel Justino serving it up. Justino serves over to Person. She'll hit it out of bounds. Oh, and Person will get it over in time. There we go. Anderton, oh, and just, wow, and Megan Lindsay with a monster spike. Belmont tried to block it and just send it out to the stratosphere. All right, back in action. Belmont, hold house dig. Back over. Becca Fernandez just pop it up over to Anderton. Anderton serving it up for number 3. Lisa Gober. Sending it back over for the Racers. Gober just doing a little once-over tap. No easy points tonight for Belmont. Back over to Gober. Gober will get her. Gober again on the score. Sending it back over will be Justina. Justina sending it clearly to Person. Oh, number 2 on Belmont taking a nasty dive. Back to Gober. Person. Oh, trying to avoid that back corner kill again. She'll just pop it up and be successful. Becca Fernandez with a falling on her butt dig. And number 15 for Belmont will basically just, I kind of want to call a foul tip. Well, I'm going to call it a foul tip. Justino still sending it again. Racers are currently on a 4-0 run right here. Justina with the pop-up. He's got it. Anderton's got it. Back to Gober. Oh, what a beautiful block attempt by both Anderton and Megan Lindsay. Point Racers 7-6. Racers take the lead. You know what it, 8-6, my apologies. You know what it is. Justino sends it into the net, so the run couldn't last forever. So back with Belmont serving it up. Anderton to Lindsay. And they're going to call a double hit on Murray State. So number 3, Tori Simmons will be serving now for the Bruins. Simmons to Fernandez to Gober. No one's there. Simmons still serving it up. Simmons over to Fernandez. Fernandez to Anderton to Gober. There we go. And Belmont will just hit it out of bounds. Looks like Person, number 10. Anderton giving her team some encouragement right there on that front line. All right, number 4, Alex Kaufman now serving it up for the Racers. Kaufman to Person. Ooh. Holdhouse just wanting to smack it down. And unfortunately that back corner has been a tricky spot for Murray State tonight and other matches. Bruins serving. Over to, ooh, Holdhouse just sending it over to Anderton, pop it up, Fernandez. To Anderton looking for the spike, but a block attempt by Belmont. And Person will just get that edge right there. Point Belmont. Belmont ready. And just do a quick pop up to Justino, to Fernandez, to Anderton. To Gober. Fernandez with the dig attempt, however, just short, just by a few inches. Serving it up still for Belmont will be Tori Simmons. My apologies. Jessica Vestal. Fernandez. Fernandez will just get it hit off of her, and no one was really there for the rebound. Vestal serving. Directly back to Fernandez, to Anderton, to Gober. Block attempt by Belmont. Fernandez setting it up for Justino. Justino will just get it back over. In person, just a little once-over tip. Back to Fernandez. To Holdhouse, and she'll slam it down for the score. So some substitutions coming in for Belmont. Number 15. Anderton serving it over strong. There we go. Back over, Anderton popping it up to Gober. Anderton all over the place. Gober again, block attempt, Gober, pop it up, Anderton to Kaufman. To Radel. Back once over, beautiful defense by Murray State right here. Once again, Anderton to Radel. And unfortunately, Radel will hit it out of bounds, so point Belmont. So a tightly contested game here, 14-10 here in the first set. Belmont leads the Racers. And back over to Kaufman. Belmont with a little confusion right there. Didn't know who was who. So that'll be a point for the Bruins. A point for the Racers. Bruins making some more substitutions here. Becca Fernandez now serving for Murray State. Oh, we're going to do a quick dry off real quick of the court. Safety is number one priority. All right. Put the court dry, judge set. Let's go back to the action. Fernandez just sends a beauty back over, and oh, wow. Just sending it. Fernandez will just pop that one up. Fernandez again. Belmont not out of this just yet. And they'll hit directly back into the net, so point for Murray State. So Becca Fernandez serving it up now for the Racers. Once back over. Persons. Oh, and Fernandez just short again. Oh. Yeah, so point Belmont. There might have been looking like there's been some confusion, but a Belmont point. Number 2, Emma Price serving it up for Belmont. Anderton to Justino, and number 15, Ellie Ivanch with the libero for Belmont will just hit it out of bounds. All right, serving it up will be number 1, Rachel Holthouse. And a lovely tip by Radel. Tip ball right there. The Racers ready and set to deliver up on a new one. Let's go. Holthouse over to Person. To Fernandez, and looks like she took a nasty dig attempt right there. All right, serving it up now for Belmont will be Person, Ariana Person. And that'll be in, wait, that'll be out. My apologies. thought it point Murray State, so it's all good. Serving now will be Courtney Radel. Back over. Justino will just do a nice little once over. Belmont bringing it back in. Radel again, saving it. Back over to Anderton, and Anderton was just a little frustrated right there. Serving it now will be Ellie. Sending it once over for Belmont, straight to Fernandez. And again, point Belmont. Number 2, Megan Lindsay couldn't get there in time. And that one will be out of bounds, so point Murray State back into it, 18-16. Serving up now will be Rachel Justino. Justino sends it over to Ariana Person. Once back over for Belmont. And Justino can't get there in time. Murray State leaving that gap open again. Point Belmont. Sending it once over. That'll be a point for the Racers again. That's Bruins' third. It's Belmont's third time hitting it out just in this set alone. Sending it back over. The Person. Little bit of controversy there. Thought it was out. Judge ruled in. Point Belmont. So here we are at 20-17. Belmont's with the ball. Justino to Anderton. Anderton just doing a little hook shot right there. Back over. Calling it in play again. 21-17. So Murray State's going to take a quick timeout. And a point Murray State, they're going to luck out right there. Number 4, Alex Kaufman just about got it. Fernandez in, Fernandez out, Radel in. Murray State trying to rally back here and close out this set. Number 5, Callie Anderton was serving it up. Ariana Person back over for Belmont. To Radel. Just do a once over. There we go. Nice little volley going. Get into the net right there. And some frustration right there by the Murray State coach and what looks like players. They were looking for that double hit, but the ref ruled since it hit into the net, they can play it off again. Number 5, Haley Sullivan serving it up. Gober right there. Anderton's popping it up for Justino to Radel. Belmont just playing some spectacular defense, and unfortunately, Alex Kaufman couldn't get any assistance right there. So it'll be 24-18, Belmont with the lead. 23-18, my apologies. Oh, and unfortunately, Gober just couldn't get to that in time, couldn't get to that properly. So point 24-18. They'll be back over once there for Kaufman. Kaufman over. Murray State not going down without a fight. Holthouse trying all over best. So point Murray State. Racers trying to rally and regroup here to try and avoid losing this first set. Person trying to close it out, and she will. So Belmont will take the first set of a score of 25-19. And welcome back, everyone, to the second set here at Race Arena. We're on a score on the first set of 25-19. So we've switched sides, taken it back. We're going into the second set. Murray State's going to make some changes right there on the second set. Again, alumni of Murray State University volleyball team. This weekend will be alumni weekend for Murray State volleyball program. All former Murray State University volleyball players and their families have been invited to attend the festivities both tonight and tomorrow night. Belmont's going to start with the ball. Let's see how this goes. Serving it up will be number 5, Haley Sullivan. And Sullivan's ready. To Kaufman, and she'll just send it directly out of bounds. So not a great start for the second set. Sullivan again serving for the Bruins. Right there by Justino. To Anderton, back to Justino. And Simmons will just send it out of bounds. So tie it up 1-1. Serving it up will be Rachel Holdhouse for Murray State. Anderton just couldn't get that. All right, serving it up will be number 2. Oh, libero with a beautiful dig right there. They're going to call it double hit on Belmont, so point Racers right there, 2-2. Holdhouse sending it over again. My apologies, Radel sending it once over to Justino for the kill, and she will get it. Justino just serving it down with authority, looking at her teammates like, let's go. Radel sends it over to Belmont, looking for this kill right there. And she had too many leads this morning, so point for the Racers. Radel sends it. And line judge all good to go. She sends it back over to Belmont. Person with Fernandez saying no thank you over to Anderton. Justino just do a little once over. Belmont back in play. Fernandez almost had, good thing she didn't, so point Murray State. And Radel still serving it up. Racers are currently on a 3-0 run right there. Looked like some communication errors right there by Belmont. Anderton to Justino, and they'll get it out of bounds. I guess that's the new strategy. Hit it so hard that it just bounces off their body and out of bounds where they can't get it. Back over from Murray State again. Radel. Belmont. Back over. Oh, and some frustration on Murray State's side. Judge issues a yellow card out to the coach. Basically telling them, hey, settle down. So we're all good here. We're ready to play. Let's go. No harm, no foul. Serving it up will be Ariana Person. Person sends it, just getting it off to the net. Anderton to Lindsay. Lindsay sending it down. Back over to Person. Holdhouse to Justino and just basically bank it off of the Belmont's player. So there'll be a point for Murray State on the double hit right there. All right, some substitutions coming in. Fernandez out. Sends it once over. Justino dive. Chapman back over. Ooh. I could hear the smack from up here. That was coming down with some power. Belmont sends it. Fernandez back in. Daisha Brown sending it in. And a double hit again by Belmont. Do some more substitutions. Kaufman in, Lindsay out. And Chapman back in. Chapman in. Once over. Neither Fernandez nor Kaufman could get to it in time. Point Belmont. And number 5, Haley Sullivan serving it for Belmont. Dig attempt right there. And Holdhouse just sending it back down with authority. Belmont can't recoup. So point Murray State. Surprised by the lack of timeouts. I understand it's a tightly contested volleyball game, but at the same time, usually by now you've gone into your 3rd or 4th timeout of the match. Once over. Holdhouse just sends it back down, basically screaming, no thank you, not in our house. That'll get him fired up right there. Justino and Chapman right there haven't got something going. Chapman again with one of her own. Belmont will bring it back. Right there by, ooh, Anderton, and then back to Chapman. Chapman with just the tip over. She's just like, oh my God, my bad. I cannot believe that got over. You see the excitement on her face. And the Bruins will take a quick timeout. Everyone here at Racer Arena, if you're just now joining us, scores 11-5. Racers have the lead in this second set. Before the timeout, Chapman just did a little once-over. Looked with some astonishment of, wow, that worked, or wow, that should have been someone else's point. Back over. Person sending it. Chapman again. Back over. And Holdhouse will just get it over this time. And that'll be a point for the Racers. So Alex Kaufman now serving, no, sorry, Callie Anderton serving. Try to go over the tip, but can't even get it over the net, so point Racers. Callie Anderton serving it once again. Anderton back over to Person. Person over, sets and tries for the kill. Back over to Anderton to Chapman. Chapman with some. Chapman thought it may have tipped one of the players, but judge ruled it hit the net. So serving now for Belmont will be Jessica Vestal. Just getting it once over the net, Anderton to Chapman. Belmont over to Chapman, over to Chapman again, doing the little tip game right there. Radel trying to send it. Belmont sent it right back, and Murray State didn't have an answer. So it's 13-8, Murray State. Number 1, Jessica Vestal still serving it up for the Belmont. Oh! Luck of bad luck right there, looking for the shift once over. It would have gone out of bounds, but it's the luck of the game. Vestal again serving. Right there by Kaufman. Kaufman and Chapman will get a little too excited and send it out of bounds. So point Belmont. Belmont rallying here in the middle of the second set. University Racer Arena, you already know what it is. We got Murray State, we got Belmont. Belmont took the first set 25-19. Murray State's coming back in the second set 13-9. Unfortunately, Belmont has control of the ball right now. So we'll see what happens. And Belmont's currently on a 4-0 scoring run. And that'll be quickly ruined right there as Jessica Vestal just send it directly into the net. So she was out. Number 11, Emily Richards, is back in. So now serving will be Becca Fernandez. Fernandez sends it back in the net also. So a little bouncing back here and there. Number 5, Haley Sullivan now serving for the Bruins. Sends it back over. Anderton to Holdhouse. Once again. Anderton again to Fernandez. Kaufman, my apologies. Radel and Belmont will just send it out of bounds and into the stands. Actually think that may have gone in the upper deck. So number 1, Rachel Holdhouse now serving it up for the Racers. Holdhouse back over to Person. Once over, and wow, Holdhouse just couldn't get to it in time as Person will just smack it down with authority. Ariana Person trying to get her team fired up and back in this set. Anderton. Once again, Radel back in that corner. 16-11. And Radel will now serve. Radel back over. The Person. And Becca Fernandez, as soon as she squat for that dig set, she knew she didn't have it. But it's all right. It's okay. There'll be another one someday. Person sending it over to Fernandez to Anderton. Justino right there, and oh wow. Oh. Could have let the ricochet do all the work right there and just not even touched it. Back over to Justino, the little tip over. That'll do it. So point Murray State. Justino just like, oh, come on. So Fernandez in. Fernandez out, Chapman in. Justino now serving it up. Justino sends it. Once over, setting. And a beautiful dig by Justino. And unfortunately, that'll just get out of bounds. Point Belmont. Belmont sends it. Looked like some miscommunication there on Justino and Fernandez's part. So 17-14, Belmont coming back here in the second set. Anderton to Chapman, and Belmont with the block, and then once again, Fernandez popping it up. Justino trying to save it. Looking like some miscommunication right there between both Fernandez and Holthouse. Not sure whose ball that was. Once over back to Anderton to Chapman. Back again to Person. Anderton to Justino. Do a little pop over that front line. Anderton again. Fernandez to Chapman. And Chapman can't get all of it, and she'll just get it into the net. So 17-16, Murray State still holding onto that lead, but by one. Belmont currently on a 4-0 scoring run. Hopefully that ends, because every time I say it, it ends, and it does. 18-16, Murray State has possession. Alex Kaufman serving it up now for the Racers. Once over. So point Murray State right there. Couldn't get it over in 3. So Kaufman now serving it back for the Racers. Once again. Justino looking like she was trying to avoid getting hit in the face right there. So 18-17, Belmont with possession. And number 3, Tori Simmons serving. Oh, and a save right there by Murray State, but unfortunately, she'll get over onto the Belmont side, so point Belmont. 19-18 here in the second set. It's gonna be a close one, folks. Fernandez to Anderson to Chapman. Back over, Belmont can't get to it, so 20-18. Radel just giving that team some encouragement on saying, let's go girls, we got this. Back over to Person. Person just doing a little tip over, but Anderton will have none of it. Radel back over. And they'll get into that back corner that's been Murray State's weak spot almost all season long. Those back corners, I love the fact that Murray State plays up, but they've got to work on that transition back. Once again, Belmont aiming for those back corners. Justino. That'll be a point for Belmont. Murray State looking for the block attempt, so it's all tied up here, 20-20. Going in this, all right, and Murray State's going to take a quick timeout here. We'll be back at Racer Arena. We're in the second set. It's all tied up, 20-20. I think Belmont has control of the ball right there. Yeah, Belmont's in control, 20-20. It's the closest set so far of tonight. Let's see how it all ends up. Number 1, Jessica Vestal serving now for Belmont. Vestal over to Kaufman, to Anderton, to Holthouse, back to Holthouse. So that'll be a point for Belmont. Vestal now serving it up again for Belmont. Racers needing to stop right here and finish it off right there. And that'll do it right there. That could be that stop. That changes at 21-21. Murray State playing close to that line. Fernandez sends it over. Belmont responds. And it back again with Belmont calling for the tip. Belmont making some substitution changes. And number 5, Haley Sullivan's coming in. Sullivan will send it once over. Anderton to Justino. Justino just smacks it down and just like, look, I'm tired. I'm trying to go into the half tied up. Yeah. Holthouse serving it now for the Racers. Belmont with some substitution changes. So 22-22. Holthouse back over. Belmont sets. Person. Fernandez to Anderton. Anderton back to Justino. Person again with the smack. Fernandez saving it. Once over. Belmont sets up again. Anderton saving it again. Fernandez to Radel. And number 10, Ariana Personal, doesn't get it bounced off of her. Radel happy and all smiles. But they know they need to close out this set right here, 23-22. Belmont ready. Delivers. Person with the point again, so we're going back and forth, 23-23. Number 2, Emma Price serving it now for Belmont. Back to Fernandez. Anderton. Justino looking to send it. And they're going to call out of bounds. Thought it might have clipped that back corner, but unfortunately not. So point Belmont. So we're at 24-23. Belmont could close it out right here. Price sends it over Justino. Anderton back once over to Lindsay. Lindsay with the block attempt. Justino saving it. And that'll do it for the second set here. In the first set, Belmont took the one 25-19. Then in the second, Belmont won 25-23. And we're back, everyone, here at Racer Arena. If you're just now joining us, Belmont has taken the first 2 sets of this match. In the first set, Belmont won 25-19. And then in the second, Belmont won 25-23. Hopefully Murray State can bounce back in this third set. In the second set, there were 4 lead changes and 6 ties. And in that first set, there's been 2 lead changes and 3 ties. So a lot more defense being played here in that second set than there was in that first. Becca Fernandez will start off serving it up for the Racers. Fernandez serves. Back over Belmont. Once again, Fernandez digging it right there. Ooh, and a dig it. That'll be a point for the Racers if they'll just hit it out of bounds. Fernandez just barely getting it over the net there. Fernandez delivers over to Radel. Austin P looking for the block attempt. Not Belmont looking for the block attempt, but unfortunately unsuccessful. Fernandez delivers back over. Belmont sending it once over. Fernandez Over to Radel. Radel thought she had it. Holthouse back to Justino in that corner, and they're going to roll it out of bounds, so point Belmont. Belmont deliver number 2, Emma Price. Emma Price delivers. Right back over at Kaufman, not sure what happened there. Price delivers once again. Price over to Kaufman. Over to Callie Anderton. My apologies, Ashley McBee. Once over again. Person again, block attempt by both Kaufman and Holthouse. Nice little volley here going into this third set. Kaufman with the bounce. Justino looking to just send it back over and put some pressure on Belmont. Again, beautiful defense by both Radel and Holthouse, and Holthouse will just tip it over. Point Racers. Justino's giving a pat to Radel, saying this is how we going. Holthouse serving it up for the Racers. Holthouse delivers. Once over, Belmont delivers. Do a little tip over. Looks like 4 hits right there. So they're going to call a point on the Racers. Do a little quick wipe down. So Rachel Holthouse serving it up still for the Racers. We're up 4-2. Ooh. Ow. And Maggie Mullins just sending it down with authority. 4-3. Ariana Person now serving for Belmont. When Mullins sent that down, I felt it. I was like, ow, that was mean. Person sets it. Person serves. Over. Back again right there. And unfortunately, Courtney Radel couldn't get to it. So that'll be a point for Belmont. Ashley McBee getting some playing time here in this third set against Belmont. We're all 4s. Person. And she'll have too many Wheaties on this one and send it out of bounds, 5-4. So Radel will now be serving from Murray State. Radel serves over to Belmont, setting her up. And I don't think that was the original intention. Jessica Vestal looking like she was trying to slam it down, but unfortunately couldn't even get it over the net. So Radel serving it up now, 6-4. Sending it once over again, and Radel just hit it out of bounds. So point for Belmont, and they're going to serve. Back over to Radel. Into Holthouse. And Justino just sending it down with authority. Got caught up in it. Point Racers. Justino now serving for Murray State. Justino sends it back over. Just a little once tip over by Lindsay. Person. Back over, so that'll be a point for Murray State, just getting it out of bounds. Justino now ready. Back over. Belmont looking to score. Unfortunately, they'll get that one out of bounds also, so point Murray State. Justino still serving it up for the Racers. Belmont getting ready. And a beautiful smackdown. Justino just couldn't get to it in time. So Belmont will now take back control of the ball. Number 3, Tori Simmons serving. Simmons serves. Back over to Murray State. Once again, Belmont over. Number 18, Daisha Brown, sending it down with authority. Daisha Brown also getting some playing time here in this third set. Number 4, Alex Kaufman now serving. Once again, Belmont liking that that front corner setup right there. Not sure it's working out for him in the third set like it has in the past 2. You got McBee, Kaufman, and Holdhouse on that front line. Some beautiful defense right there by both Holdhouse and Brown. Justino just sending it over. And it can't get the tip backs over, so Ashley McBee sends it over. Belmont cannot respond, so point Murray State, 12-6. We're back, everyone, here at Racer Arena. Murray State is leading the Belmont Bruins 12-6 here in the third set. There's been 2 ties, but so far Murray State has kept the lead in this entire set. Total in this third set, Murray State has had 5 kills to Belmont's 3. And Murray State will start this after the timeout with the ball. Alex Kaufman serving it up, just sending a lob over. Oh, and Person's coming off strong from the back row. Fernandez not having any of it. Not sure what was said in that timeout, but Belmont's coming off back strong. Woo! Alexa Nichols with the slam. Once over. Daisha Brown just doing a little tip over. Back again. Justino saving it up. Holdhouse with the point right there. So that'll make it 13-7. Number 6, Ashley McBee serving. McBee will just get it over. Person. And a block attempt by, again, both Radel and Holdhouse. They've both been fantastic tonight guarding the net. McBee again serving. Once over. Looking for the McBee and dive. Saving it right there, getting it over. Great play. And unfortunately, that'll be a point for Belmont as number 4 out. Sorry, it's number 1. Holdhouse can't get to it in time. No, 4. Sorry, I was right. Belmont back over. Again, Daisha Brown just doing a little pop over. Most people are expecting that smackdown, but unfortunately, no. Point Murray State, so 15-8. 15-8 Murray State. Does that rhyme? Yeah, I think it rhymes. Becca Fernandez now serve. Once over, back again. Person setting it up again, and Holdhouse is just saying, not tonight, not here at Racer Arena. We're not going down 1, 2, 3. Becca Fernandez sends it back over. Belmont looking a little shaken. Person's again sending it back into the net. I believe that's about her 3rd time in the last 4 serves doing that. Murray State's just killing it here in this third set, 17-8. Belmont's looking to bounce back and try and shut out Murray State tonight, but Murray State is just not having it. Murray State is playing excellent defense here this third set. That and some errors by Person. Becca Fernandez now serving for Murray State. Once over again, Belmont ready. Kaufman back over, that'll do it for Murray State's little run right there. Point back Belmont, 17-9. Once again, Belmont now serving over Kaufman. Once again, Justino just trying to send it, but she had a little too much on it, so point Belmont. Belmont delivers. Back over Kaufman. McBee over to Holthouse, and Holthouse will get the point. So 18-10. Do a quick change right here as Kaufman's coming out and Megan Lindsay coming in. Holthouse over. Belmont sets and just send it back into the net. About at, I guess they're calling those a block, so doesn't matter regardless because point Murray State, 19-10. Another quick substitution by Belmont. Holthouse now serving still for Murray State. Holthouse once again over. Belmont trying to get it over. I will say this about Belmont in this third set. They've had an issue in getting it just over the net. They're sending it into the net with power, but at the same time, it's just not as well as they've done the last two. Oddly enough, I say that, and Belmont scores. 19-11. A kill by Mullins. The assist by Emma Price. Sends it over. Once again, Radel. Ooh, and she'll just clip it off of Person right there for the score. 20-11 Murray State. Radel now serving. Radel back over to Person. Radel at Holthouse again with that dive, but unfortunately couldn't get to it in time. So that'll be a point for Belmont, 2012. Terrible movie. It was fake. Belmont serves. Once again over. McBee. Oh, and stunning defense by Lindsay and Justino right there. Just getting it over, but McBee's got it to Fernandez. Justino sending it once again. Back over. And they went over Justino and Lindsay, but it just went out of bounds too, so point Murray State, 21-12. Justino probably looking to just end it right here. Justino sends it back over Belmont. Ooh, and unfortunately Radel couldn't get that up, so that'll make it 21-13. Belmont still trying to rally, saying, well, hey, we're not out of this set just yet. Belmont will sub in Tori for Maggie Mullins. Once over, point Belmont, so maybe a little rally here going. I know it's literally saying with only 2 scores, but stranger things have happened. Once again over. Holthouse to McBee. To Daisha Brown. Send it back over McBee to Brown again. Belmont just trying to get it back over and hopefully have Murray State make an excuse, but Justino won't. But Belmont with a beautiful block right there as Brown will just get it popped over that front line. Back over, so that'll be a point for Murray State. A wonderful volley right there. 21-14, gotta appreciate a good volley. Good volley, good defense all around in here in this third set by Murray State. Alex Kaufman now with the serve, trying to probably close it out. Oh, having a little trouble there at the net. McBee to Brown. And that'll just bounce off of Belmont, number 10, Ariana Person. So the net magic number comes back down now to 2. Kaufman delivers. Over. Again, Belmont going down without a fight though. Point Belmont. Belmont just saying, hey girls, we're not out of this just yet. Belmont delivers. Back to Justino, to McBee, to Brown. Brown will just get it bounced off of number 2, Emma Price. So the magic number goes down to 1, 24-15. McBee serving. McBee delivers. Belmont once over, and that'll do it for the third set. Murray State will take it 25-15 here at Murray State University. If you're just now joining us, let me do a quick recap for you. Belmont took the first 2 sets, 25-19, 25-23. Then Murray State came back strong in the third set and just kind of shut Belmont down. Scored 25-15, so we're back in the fourth. Murray State looking to tie, Belmont looking to close. What's going to happen? We don't know. It's the beauty of these sports. So we'll get you back into the action here. So let's do a quick team stats summary of the night so far. So Belmont total is at 7 aces, 4 blocks, and 36 kills. Murray State has had 33 kills, 1 ace, 3 blocks. So we'll get back into the action. Belmont will start the fourth set with serve. And serving for Belmont will be number 5, Haley Sullivan. Sullivan will send it. Back over to Justino to McBee. Justino again. Ooh! Done dirty by number 1, Rachel Holthouse, just sending it back down with authority. It's almost like a put-back jam. Holthouse ready. Waiting for line judge approval. Waiting. Oh, had to wipe down the floor. Safety first, number 1 priority here at Murray State. Holthouse delivers. Back over to Belmont. Belmont ready, looking for that block. Murray State will get the point right there. So Murray State starting it off quick, 2-0 score here in the fourth set. Holthouse over. Back again. Oh! And unfortunately McBee couldn't get to it. So that'll be a point for Belmont, 2-1. Number 2, Emma Price now serving for Belmont. Price will send it over to Fernandez. Fernandez to McBee to Justino. Blocked by Belmont to Fernandez to McBee again. Tried and Radel this time, but blocked again by Belmont. So the score will now move to 2-2. Price serving it up for Belmont still. Price over. McBee. Point Belmont again, 3-2 on the block attempt. So Belmont's the one coming out strong here in this fourth set on defense. Belmont serving it up now. McBee. Oh, and a dive, but unfortunately that'll be a point for Belmont. Price still serving it up for Murray State. Price serving it up for Belmont. My apologies. And they're going to call that in for an ace. So point Murray State, point Belmont. Man, I'm just getting all sorts of confused in this fourth set. Price now serving it for Belmont again. Belmont on a 5-0 scoring run here. McBee over to Radel. Belmont bouncing it back and forth. McBee again. Once over again, and a diving leap by Belmont as that'll be successful. Fernandez to McBee. To Justino do a little tip over. Sending it again, McBee, Fernandez. To Radel. Lindsay again. Justino. So Murray State closing off that 5-0 run. Murray State just passing the ball back and forth, working it until they found an opening. Sending it once over for Murray State. Belmont bouncing it back in, and unfortunately Rachel Holdhouse couldn't get to it in time, so the possession will give back to Belmont. So number 10, Ariana Person will now be serving for Belmont. Belmont leads 6-3. Fernandez back to McBee. Ooh, and Justino sending it down with authority. McBee again, Fernandez. Justino, once over again. And unfortunately, fortunate enough for Murray State, number 12, Bree Lewis, just couldn't get up high enough to reach for the ball. And number 10, Rachel Justino now coming in, and Katira Johnson subbing in for Becca Fernandez. Once over, Justino to McBee. Another point by for Murray State, just on some sloppy play by Belmont. Murray State trying to sub in back. So Fernandez coming back in for Rachel Holdhouse, so she gets some rest. Justino still serving it up for Murray State. Oh, doing a quick rub down in the court, making sure everything's safe. Murray State, gotta stay safe. And we'll do a quick replay right there of McBee just sending it back down with authority. Awesome people just playing pinball right there. And Justino will send it back over. And Belmont will get back on the board, so 7-5 here in the fourth set. I'm already going to go ahead and make a prediction. Fourth set's pretty close, similar to the second set. I don't know who's going to come out on top. That's my prediction. Belmont delivers, looking like some confusion right there on Fernandez's part. And Johnson just smoking it down there. Back over. Daisha Brown this time sending to be the one. Johnson over again. That front, oh, and some awesome defense by Johnson and Brown. What some awesome defense. That was just phenomenal. Coming in clutch right there, 7-6. And number 4, Alex Kaufman now serving up for Murray State. Kaufman will send it. And Belmont just couldn't get to there. Well, they got there, they just didn't know what to do with it. 7-7. Kaufman ready. Kaufman delivers. Back over to Belmont. Person coming over. Defense again by both Daisha Brown and Courtney Radel. Holdhouse. Tori Simmons for Belmont now serving it up 8-7. Belmont. Fernandez to McBee to Brown. And Brown with the ricochet. So point Murray State. So McBee will be serving it for Murray State. Belmont bringing it back over. Kaufman ready. And the beautiful just smackdown by Jessica Vestal, keeping Belmont back in this fourth set. Oh, and Kaufman just giving it to Justino. Back over by McBee. Good rebound on that. Back over Justino. Holdhouse. And a dive attempt by Belmont, but unfortunately just couldn't get there in time. It was Jessica Vestal just eating some of the court. So we're all nines here in the fourth set. We got Becca Fernandez serving. Fernandez over to Belmont. Belmont can't get to it again as number 2, Emma Price, almost eats it into the pole. That would have not have been a good feeling. Fernandez over. Belmont looking to get something going here, and they will. So number 14, Alexa Nichols looking for that kill right there. As number 5, Haley Sullivan will come in to serve for Belmont. Once Sullivan over, and Justino just saying, my bad, just didn't get it up high enough for her teammates to get to it. Sullivan again serving. Sullivan to Justino. Back to McBee to Justino again. Pop up by Belmont. Pearson. And unfortunately, Radel just couldn't get to it and send it back over, so point Belmont 12-10. Sullivan still serving. Sullivan back over to Kaufman to McBee to Holdhouse to Radel, and Justino nor Kaufman could get to it in time, so that'll make it 13-10 Belmont. Sullivan still serving Belmont on a 4-0 scoring run. Man, every time I say that, I'm just... So Murray State 11, Belmont 13. There we go for Belmont. Back over again. Block attempt by Johnson. And Belmont can't get to it this time. So 13-12, Belmont's won the lead, but Murray State's coming back. Once again, over. Back again, Belmont trying to recover. Sends it over again to Holdhouse. Justino, oh, and a block. It's just blocking by Belmont tonight. Alexa Nichols with her 4th block of the night. Murray State ready. Sending it over, but unfortunately, Radel gets it in time. And Fernandez diving, try and save it. Radel again, and that'll do it for that one. So point Murray State. So they bring it back within one, 14-13. Courtney Radel now serving for Murray State. Radel delivers. Back over, Belmont delivers and sets. And that's a point Murray State. So they're going to tie it up here at 14-14. Radel still serving. Radel back over, Belmont delivers and Reds. Sends it, and it'll be out of bounds also, so 15-14. Belmont looking a little too excited here in this fourth set as Murray State comes back. Radel. And Katira Johnson just sending it down with authority. Woo! She's just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 16-14. Murray State leading. And Belmont with just some sloppy play. Murray State going on a 4-0 scoring run here. Back, everyone, as we're back in action. And if you're just now joining us, Murray State is currently on a 5-0 scoring run, leading Belmont 17-14 in the fourth set. Murray State looking to tie it up and try and win this set and send it into the fifth, where Belmont's trying to come back and close it out for the night. Fernandez over to McBee to Justino. Point Murray State 18-14. Murray State's feeling it in these late sets right here. Radel still serving it up. Justino's all smiles out there. And there we go. Bringing it back to full house now. Justino sends it back over. Belmont needs a response, and Katira Johnson with that beautiful block right there. Justino serving it again. Radel. And Fernandez can't get it in time as it'll send it into the Belmont stands. So point Belmont 18-15. 15-18. So number 10, Ariana Person, will now be playing, now serving it for Belmont. Once over to McBee, to Johnson. Fernandez to McBee, to Justino. And this time they'll stay in. Point Murray State. And Justino will get the opportunity to serve it. Serve it and send it. Justino ready and delivers. Once over and just do a quick pop-up. Belmont ready, and there we go by Holdhouse. Daisha Brown sending it over. Holdhouse. McBee to Johnson. There we go. Murray State's playing. They're going on a 6-1 run here in the fourth. 7-1, 20-15. I'm seeing some patterns here. Back over. Shouldn't have said anything. I jinxed it. Fernandez couldn't get to it in time. Belmont saying, hey, we're only down by 4. It's Belmont delivers. And Daisha Brown trying to slam it down with authority. Let's see if Johnson can do it. And Johnson can, so 21-16. Possession Murray State. So Alex Kaufman ready. She delivers. Back over once again. Belmont, and unfortunately Daisha Brown can't hold on to it. So point Belmont 21-17. Belmont back over Justino. McBee to Justino again. Back over. Belmont trying to get some points here. McBee to Brown. They're trying to hit it out of bounds. Back over, and they'll just deliver it directly into the net. So point Racers 22-17. Let's do some substitutions. Fernandez in, and McBee and Daisha Brown back in. On that front line, you've got Daisha Brown, Courtney Radel. There we go, and a beautiful dive right there by number 4, Alex Kaufman. They're going to call a double hit on Murray State, so point Belmont. Just do a quick switch out right there for Belmont. 11 coming in. Number 11, Emily Richards serving. Back over to Kaufman. Kaufman to McBee. Daisha Brown trying to slam it down, but unfortunately couldn't get to it. And it's a game of threes right now. Murray State needs 3 points to win the set. Belmont needs 3 points to tie it up. What three will happen first? Belmont has possession. Let's go. Belmont and Murray State are tied for kills tonight, 45 each. McBee to Brown. Brown to McBee. Back over to Radel. Woo! And Kaufman will just get it back there to McBee. Brown again sends it over. And that'll do it. 22-20. Belmont not out of this yet. Number 11, Emily Richards still serving it up for Murray State. Back over Kaufman to McBee to Brown. Pearson delivers again. Justino will get it out of bounds to Brown. Kaufman and Brown collide. Once again, back over. To Brown again with the slam. And that'll get it, 23-20. Magic number 2 to tie up the sets. And Becca Fernandez serving it up. Sending it over to Person. Delivers. And back over, so point Belmont, 23-21. Belmont not out of this yet. It's a close volleyball game. And number 5, Haley Sullivan serving it now for Belmont. Sullivan over. Back over to Fernandez. Fernandez to Justino. And that'll just get tipped off of number 2, Emma Price. So point Murray State. So the magic number is now 1. Close out this 4th set. Whole house ready. She sends it over. Belmont needs to play careful right here, and number 12, Bree Lewis, just slams it down with authority. And number 4, Maggie Mullins back in. Mullins earlier this set had just a bomb sent back down. You could feel it up here in the booth. Belmont brings to Fernandez, to McBee, to Justina to close it out. And unfortunately she couldn't get it, so point Belmont 24-23. Everyone, if you're just now joining us, where have you been all game? Murray State, Belmont 24-23. Belmont, Murray State's up by 1. Belmont has possession, let's go. If Belmont wins this set, game over, night over. Belmont delivers to Fernandez to McBee. Back over. McBee again, saving it up. Radel back over, and that'll be a point for Belmont. You can hear it in the stands. You can hear it on their sidelines. They're pumped. It's all tied up, 24-24. We've got ourselves a ball game. There's been 4 lead changes, 7 ties. It's been an exciting match. Belmont back over. Fernandez to McBee to Johnson. Belmont delivers, and Belmont will take a 1-point lead, 25-24. Got to win by 2. And number 2, Emma Price, now serving it up for Murray State. Back over for Price. Fernandez, McBee, Justino, and Belmont will just get it, bounce back up and play. McBee, Justino with a little tip over. Person just not having it. Person with the Fernandez with the dig. Radel will just send it back over on the Belmont side, and that'll send it out of bounds. So 25-25, all tied back up again. We've got Belmont players looking a little frustrated right there. And number 14, Courtney Radel, now serving. Radel get it delivered. Pearson getting it over. McBee to Justino. Back over again by Pearson. And that'll be out of bounds, so Murray State takes the advantage, 26-25. Murray State just one shy of tying this all up again. And Belmont's going to take a timeout. So we'll be back on the OVC Digital Network. Murray State University here at Racer Arena, home of the Racer volleyball team. You know what it is. It's 26-25. Murray State's got the lead. Murray State just one short. Radel sitting it off. Belmont back over, and Belmont comes back and ties it 26-26. My heart just can't hold it. And number 10, Ariana Person, is sending it back over, up serving for Belmont. You can feel the intensity right now. Sends it back over. McBee, back over Justino. Belmont, back to Fernandez. Justino again, and a block attempt. So this time Belmont takes the advantage, 27-26. And now Belmont's just one shy away from closing the night. Belmont's been in this position before, so they're not getting too excited. Back over. Ooh, that was a dirty serve. Back over. Fernandez sends it. Belmont just trying to play it smart and safe right here. And Katira Johnson will get it over, and unfortunately, Bree Lewis hits it out of bounds, so we're all tied up, 27-27. I'm about to start pulling out hairs. I'm so stressed out, my hair's going gray. And Rachel Justino serving it up for the Racers. Back over for Belmont as they set to deliver. Back over and a point again for Belmont, so now they take the lead again, 28-27. It's probably the longest set I've seen all season for the Racers, here at Racer Arena at least. And Belmont will deliver. Over to Fernandez, to McBee. Back to Brown. And Murray State ties it up again, 28-28. We're just going back and forth. No one's wanting to give up. I love it. I love it. Sorry, folks, getting a little rowdy. Back over. Belmont's looking to close it. Justino to McBee. And Murray State takes the lead, 29-28. So Murray State's got the lead again, 29-28. I think Kaufman's serving it up now. Yep, Kaufman's serving. Back over. Ooh. Holdhouse just doing a little tip pass back over. Holdhouse blocking. Fernandez back over to McBee to Brown. And Belmont will have a block of their own. Back over to Brown. Belmont just sends it over. McBee to Belmont. Fernandez, Brown to Kaufman. I just can't do this. So Murray State will close out the fourth set, 30 to 28. We'll be back in the fifth and final set. And we're back, everyone. And this replay we're going to show you right now is actually the net violation that gave the Racers that fourth set. Right there. Belmont had a net violation, so that actually allowed them to score, to get that last point, give them, and push it into the fifth. Of course, this fifth and final set is only 15 points, so a race to 15 is like I always say. This is, so far at home, this is Murray State's only second time being in the fifth set at home this season. The first time was at their home opener earlier in the season where they won. And Becca Fernandez now serving it up for Murray State. Fernandez ready. Back over. And we're back in Belmont. Oh. And we have another net violation by Belmont. So actually a carry call by Belmont. My apologies. Back over Fernandez trying to save it, but we'll only just send it out of bounds. So point Belmont 1-1. Belmont's just all smiles. They're ready to play. I think so is Murray. It's going to be an interesting fifth and final set. Let's go. Kaufman back over to McBee, to Radel, and Belmont will just send it back over. Number 12, Bree Lewis, and 10, Ariana Persons with just the monster blocks right there. All right, number 2, Emma Price back on serving. Price over, and that'll be out of bounds, so it's all tied up, 2-2. I'll be happy that I love a close game and I love a tightly contested game, but if it goes 15-15, it's going to be a long night. Holdhouse back over, and number 10, Ariana Persons, just smoking it and sending it down with authority. Even her own team was just like, wow. So Persons now sending it over, serving for Belmont. Persons over to Fernandez, to McBee, to Justino. And that'll just get off of Belmont's right there, so 3-3. Radel sends it over. Back on. Fernandez saving it right there. McBee to Justino. And that's going to be a point for Belmont right there. Belmont now serves. Fernandez with the dig right there to McBee, to Justino, back over. Once again, a beautiful block by McBee and Johnson right there. So now serving up will be number 10, Rachel Justino. Justino now delivers. Back over, and Belmont can't get to it. So 4-4, I'm seeing a pattern. It rolled over into the fourth set. Now we're back into the fifth, and now it's going to go 4-5, 5-4, 6-5. Once again, back over. See, I'm calling it right now, 5-5. Now Murray State on defense this time, but number 3, Tori Simmons. Tori Simmons over. Back to Fernandez, to McBee, to Brown. Brown getting denied, but Belmont can't hold on to it, so point Murray State. I think the first person to take a 3 or 4 point lead ends the night. Murray State ready. Brown with a lovely tip over, and that might be the biggest lead of the night, best lead for the night here in this 5th set, 7-5. Kaufman sends it. Belmont ready. Do a little tip over, and both Justino and Brown dive for it, but unfortunately can't get to it, so 7-6. Got a little rally shark going action right there in the back. He's ready, he's pumped. Back over, and they're gonna go ahead and call that one out, so 8-5. So they're gonna do a quick switch over here on that 5th set. All right, let's do a quick recap while they're switching over and going. In the first set, Belmont won the first set 25-19. In the second, Belmont won the second 25-23. It wasn't looking too great for Murray State. However, Murray State came back, pushed, beat Belmont in the third set by 10, and then Murray State just squeaked on in that 4th set, just battling back and forth, 30-28, and let's go back. In that back corner, been calling it all night. That's where a majority of Belmont's points have been scored. Granted, that's where a lot of points in volleyball get scored, but I feel like Murray State's just, that back corner just seems to be more of an issue for them than anyone else I've seen. Number 5, Sullivan. Back over to Justino, to McBee, to Brown, and Brown will just deliver it back into the net, so tie it up here 8-8. So Sullivan again now serving. All right, so Sullivan will just send it directly back to the net, so 9-8. I hate matches like this. It's slow, it's nerve-wracking, it's stressful, not only on the fans, but the players, the coaches, everyone watching online. And Fernandez delivers a beauty to Pearson. Delivers, and she'll get it in for Belmont right there, so 9-all. Just once you think someone has the lead, the other team comes back, takes it back, or ties it. I'm curious how many ties we've already had in this set. We've had 7 ties already in this set. For anyone curious, we had 3, for reference, 7 ties in the 5th set. We've had 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 2 in the third, and we went back to 11 in the 4th. So this back and forth play, point Belmont as they take the lead 10-9. Serving for now Belmont is Emma Price. Oh. Net going to have a quick conversation again with Justina with the coach. Coach doesn't seem too happy with all these calls tonight. And we're back and ready for action as Price delivers. Ooh! And Bree Lewis just slamming it down with authority. She knew the second it left her hand. So Murray State's going to call a quick timeout. Up 11, Murray State's at 9. We're in the 5th set. Anything can happen. Murray State's came back. Belmont's came back. And we've got number 2, Emma Price. Price sets and delivers. Kaufman to McBee to Justino. Block attempt by Belmont. Back. And basically Belmont will just get Murray State will just get squished in between Justino, Kaufman, and McBee. Some just poor communication right there. So 12-9. Back over Kaufman to McBee to Radel. Back to McBee to Justino this time. Belmont back over, and they're gonna call a double hit on Belmont. So Johnson coming in for Kaufman. Let's see what she can do for the Racers. 12-10. Back over. And Johnson automatically just sends it back in, so 12-11. And Murray State's going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back on the OVC Digital Network, horse-powered by CFSB. 12-11, 5th set. Anything can happen. Belmont needs 3, Murray needs 4. I don't know anymore. I tried predicting. It's not working. I did not see this happening or this being this close of a game. So let's go. Let's get back to the action. Holthouse is serving it up. Back over, and Belmont delivers. Radel to Justino. Back over on Belmont. And Belmont taking, just hammering it down. Number 10. As Person will now serve it up for Belmont. 13-11. She'll send it. Fernandez to McBee. To Justino, do a little tip over that front line, and that'll do it right there. 13-12. I'm already seeing a mirror image of the fourth set right here. Radel back over, sends it towards Belmont. Belmont delivers. Holthouse to Justino. Sends it back over, and Murray State will tie it 13-13. Let's go. So the Racers tie it up 13-all. We've got Courtney Radel serving it up. We're waving a shirt around. It's go time. Let's go. And Belmont will take the lead now, 14-13. Belmont just 1 point away from closing the night out. Should be a heartbreaker for Murray State. Coming back in the 3rd and the 4th to tie it up, to force this 5th, to lose it all this close. And Murray State will tie it up, 14-14, as Belmont will just hit it in the net. And Rachel Justino now serving it up for Murray State. Justino delivers. Belmont back over and ready. To Person, just McBee to Brown. McBee again. Radel to Kaufman. Belmont ready, and a beautiful block by Johnson. And Radel couldn't get to it again, so the pressure goes back on Murray State. Belmont just 1 point away from closing tonight out. Belmont delivers. And they're going to call that out of bounds. Couldn't get it any closer, 15-15. As Alex Kaufman goes up to serve for the Racers. It's a beautiful night for volleyball. Beautiful night. Kaufman over to Belmont. Belmont reverting, and they'll get into the net. So now the pressure moves to Belmont now. Murray State just 1 point away from closing out the night with the Cinderella story coming back. They're taking a timeout. We'll be back on the OVC Digital Network. If you're just now joining us, where have you been? It's hard to explain if you haven't been here. Belmont went up 2-0, then Murray came back 2-2. Now we're tied up in the 5th. Now Murray's got a 1 point advantage, 16-15. Alex Kaufman serving it up. Let's go, Racers. Kaufman sends it back over to Belmont. Belmont will put the pressure on them. And that'll do it for the Racers. They come back from an 0-2 gap, and they win it in the 5th. Good night. Great volleyball game. Let's do a quick recap. Belmont won 25-19 in the first. Belmont won in the second, 25-23. Murray State came back in the third, 25-15. Murray came back again, 30-28. Then Murray State won it in the 5th, 17-15. I'm excited. Jump up, shout around. Have a good night, everyone.